Glenn, still Bruno for you?
I still think he can do it. If he's got the belief now, he's had it all week, he's had it for a long time. He's just the final few moments, he's got to still believe in himself. If he can do that, I'm sure he can win.
Mike Tyson makes his entrance. As ever, no frills, no smoke, no lasers, no gaudy dressing gowns. Just the solid black, no socks, just those black boots, like some throwback from the Jack Dempsey era. This is the reception he will walk out to. Tyson has been telling us this week he wants to fight in England. When he walks in here, he'll feel like he is in England. His reign of terror in the heavyweight division ended, of course, 6 years ago, and his comeback so far has been unconvincing. Is this too far, too soon for the old, savage, ferocious champion? For the first time in his life in the United States, Mike Tyson emerges to a chorus of boos.
That's right, he's never heard anything like that before. Will that affect him? Frэнk Bruno has so much support here.
I can't remember a fight in recent memory with this kind of atmosphere surrounding it. Will we see the rebirth of the old, frightening, chilling Tyson? Or is he now just a faded talent who's struggling to remember his lines? Mike Tyson, sometimes he cuts a troubled, joyless figure. A man for whom boxing is the only thing that makes sense in a turbulent life. But now what? 10 years since he first became the world's youngest heavyweight champion against Trevor Burbick. That was 1986. Now it's 96. And we're hearing from backstage that Nigel Benn,
Mike Tyson!
maybe leading his big mate, Frэнk Bruno, out. We'll try to look for that. Now here comes Big Frank. How's he look, Glenn?
I think at this moment he looks a little pensive. He doesn't know what to expect. I think when he gets out in the arena, he's going to hear the cheers. That's going to fill him up. He's going to remember everything. It's going to make him feel confident. You hear them saying, it's your time, Frank.
I refuse to be beaten, he says. There's his brother on the far side, Michael Nesmith. The trainer George France is in the background. He's seen it all before. Fans can see these pictures, as you can see on the screen, inside the arena. And any moment now, Frэнk Bruno will enter to a thunderous, unforgettable reception from thousands of British fans who've travelled to the fight capital of the world. Bruno, the man once dismissed as a serial loser at this level. He's overcome 3 world title defeats, 2 lots of eye surgery, and has proved many people wrong. Will he confound everybody again tonight? The Las Vegas bookmakers don't really give him a chance, but these fans do.
We do. Nigel Benn gets in the ring first, carrying the Union Jack. And a tremendous reception for Fránk Bruno.
Fránk Bruno reaching out tonight for the biggest win ever by a British boxer, and probably Britain's biggest sporting moment since England won the 1966 World Cup. The MGM Grand Garden packed with over 16,000 fans. It's a sellout. Did we ever believe in 1989 when Tyson was ruling the world that Bruno, 7 years later, would be fighting him again, only this time as champion. It's almost too fanciful to believe. There's the tail of the tape. Bruno, 5 years older. Tyson will be 30 soon, though. Big weight advantage, nearly 2 stone for Frenk Bruno. 17-9 plays 15-10 in English language, and a reach advantage as well, but a speed advantage for Tyson, and probably a power advantage too. There's the rules. No 3 knockdown rule there, the third one down. The fighter can't be saved by the bell, except in the last round. Only the referee can stop the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin our action at this time, I'd like to ask you to rise for the playing of the national anthems. Mike Tyson. We shall begin with the national anthem of our visiting world champion from Great Britain.
Remember his car, wicked, horrible. Horrible. Remember, set the pace, set the pace. Strong. You're a mountain. You're a mountain. You're a mountain. Coming at you. Your time. You're gonna rush, watch the uppercut, just keep the defense tight and dictate the pace.
Please remain standing, ladies and gentlemen. Now we present the national anthem of the United States. From Cleveland, Ohio, we bring to you a world-renowned father and son duo, Eddie Levert of the legendary OJs and his son Gerald Levert of Levert, to sing the U.S. national anthem.
Early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, Bok's stripes and bright stars through the violet fire for the was so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in there, came through the night, that our flag was still there. Spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Mike Tyson. Thank you very much to Eddie and Gerald Levert. Showtime Championship Boxing. A donation of $5,000 will be made by Don King Productions and Showtime Networks to the United Negro College Fund, the National Hispanic Scholarship Fund, and tonight to the University of Nevada at Las Vegas. This donation will be made in the name of the fighter of the night, who will be chosen by a panel of expert judges at the conclusion of tonight's action. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the Grand Garden here at the world's largest hotel, casino, and theme park for the featured attraction of the evening, brought to you by Don King Productions and Frank Warren's Sports Network, along with King Vision, Showtime Event Television, La Cerveza Más Fina, Corona Beer, and the MGM Grand. This bout coming away is sanctioned by the World Boxing Council, the President Jose Suleiman, supervisors Edward Tungaraja and Juan Sanchez, along with the Nevada State Athletic Commission. The chairman is Dr. James Day. Commissioners Matt Caraselli, Dr. Lucas Gana, and Christine Rivera. The executive director, Mark Rattler. Our physicians at ringside, Dr. Flip Pomansky, Dr. Robert Boyd, Dr. William Berliner, and Dr. Margaret Goodman. Timekeepers at the bell, also keeping count of the knockdowns, Al Mysick and Jane Broadfoot. Introducing to you our judges. They'll be scoring this bout from ringside. Anek Hongtongkam, Larry O'Connell, and Jerry Roth. All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, it's showtime! With the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the world scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing, introducing to you a referee in charge, working in this his 86th world title bout, Mills Lane. Introducing to you first the challenger on my right, fighting out of the red corner. Entering the ring wearing his traditional solid black trunks, fighting out of Catskill, New York. He weighed in at 220 pounds with an outstanding record of 43 wins, only 1 defeat, 37 wins coming by way of knockout. The youngest man ever to win the heavyweight crown, currently ranked the #1 heavyweight contender by the WBC, the WBA, and the IBF. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, introducing the one, the only, Iron Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson. And his opponent across the ring on my left, defending world champion, fighting out of the blue corner, entering the ring wearing red, white, and blue of Great Britain. Fighting out of and representing London, England, he weighed in at 247 pounds. His record includes 40 wins, 4 losses, with 38 big wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, he is making the first defense of his title. Please welcome Britain's favorite son, and he is the current and defending WBC heavyweight champion of the world. There is only one, Frэнk Bruno.
What a reception for Frэнk Bruno.
In charge, now to give instructions.
And Fránk Bruno looking so fired up, so pumped up as he gets last words from trainer George Francis.
Listen here. It goes, Mike, it goes right here. I'm not going to call it low, all right? Now, you've already had your instruction. This is for the championship of the world. I expect a tough, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. time. Any question, Mr. Tyson? Mr. Bruno, let's get it on!
Well, the atmosphere here is making the hairs on the back of our necks stand up. It's that exciting. Bruno looks so focused. Remember in the first round, the last time they met, Bruno was down within 20 seconds. It was also the round, though, that he rocked Tyson and didn't really follow it up. Tyson, who's won 7 times in his career, inside
Mike Tyson.
a minute, and his camp have warned that he'll start explosively. Let's see. Tyson trying to let go with the right hand. We were told that Tyson would try to jump on Tyson like a thug from the opening bout. A key moment here will be what happens when Bruno lands for the first time, because Tyson hasn't really taken a punch in anger for something like 5 years.
Frank really has to try and get him on a jab and hit them with the big right hand as quick as he can. He has to make Tyson realize that Frank's there and he means business.
Bruno has to pump out that jab and mean it. Good body shot from him. He's outweighing Tyson by 2 stones nearly, but that was a big right hand from Tyson, and it made Bruno want to hold on. And Millslane warning him for the first time about holding. Tyson has accused Bruno of being a dirty fighter in the build-up. Frank took that right hand well, though.
He took it well, but he's got to be very careful of that punch. Tyson's looking to get in close very quickly, and the punch he's looking for is that overhand right.
Tyson's given him the charge at times in this opening round.
Bruno's got to try and settle it down. He's got to try and get the jab working. Use the right uppercut.
Get off that neck. Get off that neck.
Millslane is obviously heard the complaints of the Tyson camp. He's not going to let Bruno do that in the way he got away with against the call. Bruno got him with a big right hand there. That was Frank's best punch so far.
Quit grabbing. Come on.
Well, Bruno's going to have to be careful as he's caught with that right hand about this holding on, because Millslane is going to deduct a point if he keeps doing it, I think.
Yes, I think he is. A big right hand again went in from Tyson. Bruno's doing the right thing. This is hard moments. Tyson's thrown everything in the first round, so he's got to try and smother him, but he's got to be careful he doesn't get a caution.
Bruno employing those newfound survival techniques to buy some time.
Come on.
Let's work, says referee Millslane.
Again, Bruno looks for that right uppercut. He's trying to catch Tyson coming in, and he's landing with some decent punches inside.
Clubbing, holding again behind the head, Bruno, and hitting. Tyson doesn't like it, shoots a glance at the referee. Big right hand, Tyson, and a left hand that staggered Bruno. And Bruno, well, 3 years ago, probably he would have been stopped from that point, but he held on. And he gets Tyson with a big right hand, then a left hook from Tyson. What an opening round this is. This isn't going to last long if it goes on like this.
And it looks like Frank may have a cut on the left eye. There seemed to be a little bit of blood about. Probably for big overhand right hands from Tyson.
What an opening round. They just swapped a word at the end of that. Everyone on their feet.
Mike Tyson.
Bruno was badly staggered and he is cut. Bad cut by the left eye.
Feel a punch go over your head. Come up punch.
That's terrible cut by the look of him.
Catching that.
Yes, a very bad cut. It looked like the big right hands over the top have caused that. They're going to have to work very hard on that to stop that.
George Francis working away in there. Kevin Sanders, Johnny Bloomfield there on the far side. Crisis moments for Bruno. He was hurt in that opening round. He landed a few big ones of his own.
Get ahead of you, man. Be first. So what now? So what?
That's the punch that could have done the damage. The big overhand right hand. You see Bruno's legs went there. Solid punches from Tyson. Anxious moments for Bruno.
Second round. No knockdowns, but close to one in that first round. throat there.
Now look, you guys are fighting a hell of a fight. Don't get that shit in there, come on.
Yeah, he wants them to clean it up a little bit. But he's right, it is a hell of a fight. And again, Tyson's right hand, he catches Bruno. This is ominous for Bruno.
Yes, Bruno has to try and get the jab and some of his own big punches going. He's just allowed Tyson to land the first punch.
Let him go.
And he's not managing to keep Tyson away behind that left jab. He has to be pumping that out all the time, you feel. Those big arms like tree trunks. At this point, Bruno needs the time.
Let him go, Frank, come on.
Tyson has not lost his punch, clearly.
No, he started very well, but he's continuously looking for that right hand. Bruno's got to do something to counteract that.
Good left hook from both of them. Bruno was staggered a little bit again. He's caught by the right hand. He can't keep on taking them like this. There were two left hooks.
Bruno's tense and he's not getting his own punches off. He's allowed Tyson to connect first.
Again, the left hand gets through. At the moment, Tyson isn't missing with much, not when he throws the punches with real evil intent.
Let him go, Frank. Let him go.
Again, Bruno's still a bit at sea here. He's holding on. It's bad moments. He's got to try and get his jab going. Got to get his own big punches off.
You mustn't let Tyson set himself. The jab is the key.
I feel there's going to be a warning for Bruno for the holding.
1 point off. 1 point off.
Point off for Bruno.
Great holding.
And he had that happen to him in the first fight as well. He can't complain that he wasn't warned about it.
Let him go. Let him get out. Let him get out. Come on. Let him go, Frank. Come on.
Bruno's only done 1.5 rounds. He looks as if he's done about 3 turns southpaw.
Let him go.
Or more than 3.
Let him go, Frank.
The blow flows again from the eye.
Bruno landed with an uppercut there, but there was nothing behind it.
Come on, Frank. Let him go.
Becoming very messy. Bruno looking to hold.
Come on.
Tyson complains again about the holding and hitting. Good right uppercut inside from Bruno.
Come on, let him go. Get back. Come on.
Bruno, who says, I'm going to do Tyson a favour and wipe him out. He doesn't want to be here. Well, Tyson looks as if he does, unfortunately. And there's another left hook that goes stunning in, and again, Bruno wants to buy time. Desperately holding on. He's in big trouble here.
Yes, he is. He just can't find the answer to the rushes that Tyson's throwing at him. The big right hand.
Mike Tyson!
Just the speed of punch at this point is just too much for Bruno. He's got to try and get something going.
You're getting fucking slower and slower. Now listen to me, Frank. This is all you fucking wanted. Throw the uppercuts with some fucking venom, and when you hit him, it's in hard.
George Francis there.
Don't throw your hands
reading him the right hand.
There's nothing wrong with the eye, okay? You turned
There's nothing wrong with the eye, they're saying to him, but I think he turned southpaw in that round because he couldn't see out of that left eye.
You're getting slower, don't now. Come on, you know you can win the fight. Well, fucking we'll win it, right? Okay, don't wait for him. Pop, pop, pop.
The big right hand, that's the one that's doing the damages. Again, you see the legs start to go from Bruno there, and again he looks to hold. He's just not getting his own punches off. He's got to go out there, and he's got to throw something back. You see the right hand missed from Bruno. Tyson comes back with punches, nothing back from Bruno.
The fact is, Tyson's pretty easy to hit himself. He's just taking the shots better.
He isn't. All Tyson's doing is just looking for the big right hand.
Short left hook there as they held on.
Look. Time. Now we disqualify for holding. Fight it out, okay? Now come on, let's go. Let's go.
Another warning for holding, no further point deduction. But Bruno can only hope really that he can somehow weather this opening blitz from the former undisputed heavyweight champion.
Yes, Bruno really needs to find a decent punch here. He's got to try and stop this attack from Tyson. As soon as they break loose, Tyson looks for the attack with a big right hand.
Again, Bruno momentarily turns up, but caught by 3, 4, 5 punch combination. Right uppercut starting in. Bruno's in death say the finish was the old Tyson.
The finish certainly was. We wondered if he could get it back. He certainly proved, as he finished Bruno there, that he could. Bruno just looked to turn southpaw for a second there, and then he got caught with a big left hook. So Tyson, he's thinking fast in there, and that was a very good finish.
Consoling words. They go back a long way, those two. Laura, Bruno's wife, is there, kissing him. She knows. They all know how much it meant to him. Look at Tyson. Now there's the compassionate side to him. You haven't often seen.
There is a compassionate side to Mike Tyson, but it was good to see that the fighting side of Tyson was back.
Well, it was a night of rejuvenation and rebirth for
Mike Tyson.
Tyson, Matt.
It was. He didn't have the jab, but what he had was the power and the speed, and you hear him there. We're back. He's now the champion.
Now watch the finish again. Body, left hook, another one. This is a great cluster of punches.
And it was just a momentary thing. Bruno just changed stance for a second, turned to southpaw, and was caught with a big left hook, and then the finishing. That was the Tyson of old.
There were so many questions about Mike Tyson going into this fight. He's answered them. It was too much for Bruno. And his reign is over after 6.5 months. And you've got to say that this was an exciting performance by Tyson, who proved all the doubters and critics wrong.
Yes, and at one point there, it looked like the uppercut almost lifted Bruno off his feet. But a tremendous finish. All started with a good left hook from Tyson.
Well, Bruno took a lot of punches before he gave way. The cut in the first round was bad luck for him. Here it is again. How many punches are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now these uppercuts, 5. Just like the first fight, those uppercuts to finish it. 6, 7, 8. The clubbing left hook, missed with the right. 8, 9. 10 was a grazing blow, and Mills Lane quite rightly stepped in. It's over. It's a sad end. But Tyson seems set for a new reign of terror over the heavyweight division, maybe.
It certainly looks that way with the finish and the power that he showed there. Remember, he was giving away 2 stone to Frenk Bruno. Bruno never got in the fight. The speed, the power, and finally the finishing that did it.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a time of 50 seconds in round number 3, our referee in charge, Mills Lane, calls a halt to the contest. He's the winner by way of technical knockout, and he is back, ladies and gentlemen, the new WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
It's a moment of great fulfillment for Tyson. He's been quoted as saying things like, "My life has become a burden to me. I'm not just a happy guy." But maybe his life will take on some meaning again.
Mike Tyson.
After that performance, to recapture the WBC heavyweight title, and now the plan is for him to go on and reunify the title. Let's hear it.
And I'm my own worst critic. Praise be to Allah. This title is for my dear mentor, Customado, my children, Mikey, Gina, Raina. Praise be to Allah.
And you said you could keep on going. When I came up, you said I could have done some more. Were you having that much fun? Let's take a look at the monitor. This is a finish, Mike. Now, it's super slow. You talk.
As you see, I'm just throwing punches because he's holding a lot, so I'm just throwing caution to the wind. My objective is to throw at all times, just to throw punches, bring him down with a Henry Armstrong effect, so to speak. Boom, that hurt him. He's out right now. And I'm trying to catch him again. Don't stop. But I missed him. Don't stop. And they're going on. Keep coming. Boom, there you go. And there's another one.
The best ever. The best ever. The best ever. Well, champ, that's what they call finishing in boxing. You are one of the great finishers in boxing.
Well, I'm doing well. I'm constantly improving. I like to say one thing to all my people in IYC. everyone, the Islamic service, vice lords, folks, regiments, all the people that was good to me, Mr. Slavin, Mr. Finster. Right. God, praise be to everybody.
All right, champ, one last question. Bruce Seldon, is he next?
Whoever's next.
Bruce, you want Bruce or anybody?
I'll fight anybody Don King put in front of me, and I still have more to do and have more improvement to do. I wasn't my best.
Well, champ, from one guy to the other, welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let's go with Brady.
What was your game plan? It seemed as though you were content to hold on and not really have any offensive plan.
I was trying to sort of like slow him down, use my weight against him, but he was a fast guy, very fast guy. I couldn't take nothing away from him.
Was he better now than when you fought him 7 years ago?
I wouldn't go so far to say he's about the same.
The cut over your eye, did it affect your performance?
A little bit. It worried me, first round.
What are your plans now, Frank?
I'm not too sure. I've got to have 24 hours or 48 hours to sit down with my family, my wife, my beautiful kids, and suss it out.
You have been described as a guy who's like a toothache. You just keep coming back and coming back. Will you come back from this, or are you satisfied now that you won your championship after so many tries?
I've got to wait and see. I couldn't want to make no commitments, you know. I'll go home and sit down with my family and take it from there. I'm just disappointed that the English fans will came over here and the American fans want me to do a good job, but I'll try my best.
Frank, your assessment of Mike Tyson, how did you feel he did tonight?
He done pretty well, you know. He beat me, so he must have done good, you know.
Better than you thought?
A little bit more better than I thought. It's a rough game out there.
Frank, congratulations. You've been a good champion.
He may have been a good champion, but not a long-lasting champion. The reign of Bruno is over after 196 days. And Frank Bruno has to take second best to Mike Tyson as Tyson turns the clock back. And who's to say that Tyson is not now about to go and complete the job he started so spectacularly in the late 80s, and that is clean up in the heavyweight division.